How to vote by mail in the state of Idaho. There are plenty of reasons to vote by mail in Idaho. If you want to vote early, this is an excellent way to get that accomplished. Or if you want to vote from your home. If you're going to have to work on voting day and you'll be unable to make it to the polls, or if you're out of town, either on vacation or if you're in school, voting by mail is an excellent option to make sure your voice is heard the next time Idaho has an election. The only things you will need to vote in Idaho is to be a U.S. citizen over the age of 18 years old. If you're 17 years old but you have a birthday on or before Election Day, you're still able to register. Voting by mail will take at least a couple weeks, maybe longer depending on where you live and where you're voting from. And early voting usually happens anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks prior to the election. So if you need to register to vote, just keep that timeline in mind. You'll want to make sure you've registered about a month prior to the election. Step 1 is actually registering. In order to register in the state of Idaho, you will need to have resided in the state for at least 30 days before the election. If you have been convicted of a felony, you will need to have your rights restored before you can access your right to vote. So you'll need to have completed sentencing, probation, and parole. If you've never been convicted of a felony, then you'll never have had your right revoked. If you'd like to register or check to see if you're already registered, you can go to vote.gov and they will walk you through the voter registration process. Step 2, requesting an absentee ballot. You'll need to request an absentee ballot from the county clerk's office. You can visit that link to idahovotes.gov in order to access the request form. That form will walk you through step by step what the county clerk will need in order to send you an absentee ballot. If you don't want to fill out that form, you are also free to write a letter stating your name, your Idaho resident address, and your signature. The most important thing to remember is to have your request in at least 11 days prior to the election. Step 3 is voting. Once you've determined your candidate preferences, you have a couple options. Most folks who are voting by mail will mail their ballots back, and that is how their vote will be cast. It is also an option, however, to take your absentee ballot to the county clerk's office and deliver your vote in person. Just make sure, however you wish to cast your vote, that you sign the ballot before delivering it.